Hello YouTube. This is going to be another R&D video for my Building a Bug Out series, and this compartment that we're going to go over is the water compartment. So if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I'm doing a redesign of my bug out bag, and I'm going to make videos for each compartment one by one and do an R&D or research and development to kind of figure out what items I want to have for those, and then show the finished product when I'm done with each of those compartments. So right now I did the SAS survival pouch. I'm skipping food for now. I'd like to move on to water. So this is a list that I came up with as far as the ideas I had for my water compartment. So the compartment's going to be just a bag or some kind of case, you know, similar to something like that, that'll hold all of my water items, and then I'll have it labeled inside of my bug out bag. So I have some little demo items on the side as well here. So I broke it up into three different categories. I have a storage category, I have a purification category, and then just a basic other. So for storage, what I was leaning towards so far is I'd like to have a lot of redundancy with water, since water is fairly important. I live up in Washington State, and so water is pretty plentiful here. But I'd like to have several different ways of either purifying or storing water, just in case something fails. I imagine, you know, 1/3 of them I could pretty much count on failing at some point during a bug out process. So for my main water storage, I'm leaning towards a water bladder. I haven't decided on the exact size. I'm tempted to go with about 100 ounces of water, with either a Camelback or a platypus water bladder, depending on what reviews I find. So I'm leaning towards that. For water bottle, I'm a little torn. I haven't decided whether I want to go with the Nalgene water approach. I have two of these. I have one for my EDC, and then this one's just been sitting on my desk looking for a use. So I'm debating on whether to go with that route or just to go with some cheap, thing you can get at 7-Eleven water bottle. Of course, not this small of one, but a 1-liter version of it. This is cheaper, and I'd probably save 4 ounces from going from a 1-liter version of this to this. Although another good reason for me to using the Nalgene is that I could use it to store items, and it's so tough. I mean, you could probably use it as some kind of bear container with food at night. Although if I'm out with bears, I have bigger problems. So I haven't quite decided on that yet. And then the third storage option would be a water bag. This wouldn't be what I would use. I'm kind of leaning more towards, again, like a Nalgene or a platypus, maybe a 1 liter or 1.5 liter water bag that's collapsible. I'd like to have a lot of different storage capabilities, just in case I need to give a water bag to the wife or something, or to someone else that needs it. For purification, I'm leaning towards a pump filter at this point. I know with the water bladder that I could use something like the Sawyer inline water filter, which is about 2 ounces. Pump filter, the one I've been eyeballing is the Katadyn Hiker Pro, and I'm kind of leaning towards it, even though it's 10 ounces and a lot bulkier. But I figure if I just have a water filter that's going to be for the water bladder only, I'll be struggling a little bit if I want to provide water for the wife or for the kid or for the dogs or for someone else that I run into. So even though maybe I shouldn't share too much with strangers, but with the family, I imagine I'm going to have to filter for everyone. So getting the inline water filter for the bladder only would probably be a bad option. But so my three different purification methods that I'm planning on implementing is having a filter, having the purification tablets, similar to something like that, which is extremely lightweight, and then also with boiling water, that'd be my last resort. And also I listed here the purification tablets. I have several different options already, so I don't really need to buy anything. If you disagree with the filter approach, let me know your reasonings on that. If I should continue to kind of go with the ultralight approach and do an inline water filter, just let me know what reasons you think for that. And then I was also looking at perhaps having the storage container, not this one, but some kind of no-seam mesh that I could use to filter out large particles and debris from the water source that I get at. So having having that kind of mesh go on the top of this, and when I fill that up, for example, it would get rid of all like the sticks and leaves and things like that. And it's lightweight, so it won't really hurt my overall weight. With having the water bladder, I know I'm going to need some kind of cleaning kit. Hopefully I don't have any ideas on which one to get for that, but hopefully it's fairly lightweight. And then just some kind of repair equipment for the bladder again. The water bladder seems like I have to have a lot more things to go along with it, so for cleaning and for repair. For repair I might just have my Gorilla duct tape, and that's it, but I haven't done enough research on what common repair methods and tools there are for that. And then the last thing I listed was the loadout water. I didn't want to have the bug out bag stocked in the closet, for example, and have all these water storage capabilities and then no actual water in there. So because then I'll have to start looking for water as soon as I'm in the bug out situation. So I'm trying to decide whether I should just have a gallon jug of water in the closet with the bug out bag, or if I should have a few 1 liter bottles in there. Right now I'm leaning towards maybe having 2 liters of water ready to go, and I think that would be sufficient, especially for a day or two. But yeah, I haven't decided quite on the exact amount for that, or how I would have it if I'd have it on the outside of the bug out bag, or if I'd store it in the inside and then dump it once I filled up my bottle and the bladder. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for the water compartment. I haven't decided whether I want to store all of these items into something that's not waterproof like this, or if I want to have a waterproof container. I'm not sure if I really need it for that, and it helps save some money. So again, for the pump filter, I'm leaning towards the Katadyn Hiker Pro. Even though it's a little bulkier and a little heavier than some other methods, it gets really good reviews. I see a lot of people using it. And I haven't quite decided on the exact brand of the water bladder, but I'm leaning towards either a platypus or a camelback, depending on which reviews are better and if anyone notices a better taste with one versus the other. So that's so far what I have for R&D on the water compartment. Any comments that you'd like to leave, it'd be much appreciated, and have a nice day.